Urban Meyer mum on naming Trevor Lawrence starter. He's not ready yet. NFL gives Super Bowl tickets to hospital workers. Can the Sixers rely on Joel Embiid to play through his knee injury? Olympic track hopeful says burrito is why she tested positive for anabolic steroid. Swimmer Madisyn Cox on how her suspension fueled her to compete harder than ever. American sprinter Kaylin Whitney looks back at her journey from high school to the pros. NBA draft. Top prospects in the class of 2021. Why American tennis pro Riley Opelka might opt out of the Tokyo Olympics. LPGA launches women's sports empowerment campaign. Drive on Finland and Denmark. Fans chant Christian Eriksen after players collapse. Why the Tokyo Olympics are different for American swimmer Ryan Lochte. Why MLB will crack down on pitchers using foreign substances. How NASCAR's Kevin Harvick has mixed up his training. Last Dance. And Michael Jordan reminded us of a life lesson we needed to hear: how a 12-team college football playoff would work. Schembechler's son. Players say coach knew of abuse. Madisyn, WIS. Chris McIntosh, set to officially replace Barry Alvarez as University of Wisconsin athletics director in a little more than a week, vigorously defended men's basketball coach Greg Gar on Tuesday. McIntosh shared his thoughts in the wake of a leaked audio recording from a meeting held one day after Wisconsin's 77-62 home loss to Iowa on February 18. The edited recording, furnished Monday to the Wisconsin State Journal, includes critical comments from the team's 7 seniors. In terms of going forward, Greg has our support, McIntosh said Tuesday by phone. Does this make it easier for us? It doesn't. But I think we understand what Coach Gar is all about and how much he does care about his players. Our assessment of that takes place on a day-by-day basis over the course of years. Not one recording that was edited. It is unclear who recorded the meeting, which involved the coaching staff and the 7 seniors, who chose to release the recording, and if any of the attendees knew they were being recorded. Many of the comments from the seniors were blunt. I just feel like, Coach, we don't have a relationship, said Nate Ruvers, who struggled in his final season. In my mind, it's too late for that. I personally don't think or feel like you care about our future aspirations. I can't talk to you. I just don't want to talk to you. After this, Coach, I don't know what type of relationship we're going to have, if we have one. Aleem Ford expressed dissatisfaction with the environment fostered by Gar. After I'm done here, he said, I don't know if I would want to come back. It doesn't feel like home even though I've spent the last 5 years here. I'm from Georgia. I barely go home and this doesn't feel like home away from home. I don't know if I would want my son to come here or if I would tell people to come here and play for this program because I wouldn't want anyone else to go through what I went through. Guard Dimitri Trice noted the relationship between the players and Gar changed from the 2019-20 season to last season. Wisconsin won its final 8 regular season games to claim a share of the 2020 Big Ten title, but the COVID-19 pandemic wiped out the NCAA tournament. Last year, we were playing for one another. But we were also playing for you, Trice said. I feel like the disconnect is we're not playing for you right now. We're not here to build your resume, so to speak, with all respect given. Forward Micah Potter, who played a key role in leading the Badgers to the league title 2 seasons ago, questioned whether he made the right move returning for the 2020-21 season. Did I waste a year of my life to come back here? He said. I was planning on coming back, having a great year and making a Final Four run. All this kind of stuff, and then this crap happens. And it's like, no one knows what to do and it's all this rut and it's because of a disconnect with you. Guard Trevor Anderson, who announced after the end of last season he was transferring to Valparaiso for his final season, complained that Guard had a habit of assigning blame to players after losses. You always ask, why is everybody getting so defensive? Why can't anybody take it? He said, I think that's what you do to us. You're always pointing the finger. I think the defense mechanism is everybody's pointing the finger at somebody else. I'm pointing at Brad. Brad's pointing at Aleem. I think that comes down to a lot of, like, what you do to us. Guard released a statement Tuesday. It read, in part, I care deeply about the student athletes in our program. I want nothing more than to help them and see them succeed on and off the court. Our program has a lengthy track record of doing both. But the path to a championship or to graduation is never easy. Sometimes there are setbacks. Difficult conversations have to be had. Sometimes people just need to get things off their chest. At the end of the day, I believe we are all better for having gone through challenging moments. I, along with my assistant coaches, have our players' backs. I am fully committed to their development as basketball players, students and young men. And I am willing and open to conversations with our players anytime in an effort to achieve their goals and those of our program. I am glad our seniors felt comfortable enough to come forward and give me an opportunity to address their concerns. In addition to defending Gard, McIntosh was not happy to see someone record the meeting, edit the recording, and then release it. From my own experience, I've been a part of, as an athlete, difficult conversations, closed-door conversations, with my teammates and my coaches, said McIntosh, who played left tackle under Alvarez from 1996 through 1999. And there is a level of trust that is expected when that happens. Every season has its ups and downs and adversity. Some of the most memorable seasons occur when you have a team come together and you have conversations that are raw and heartfelt. Some of the best success stories come from moments that are like that. It is disappointing that trust was broken in this case. Those are conversations that should be kept in the locker room. The fact that a recording was shared publicly and it was edited, I think it is terrible. The Badgers were expected to challenge for another league title last season, but they finished 10-10 in the league and then went 1-1 in the Big Ten and NCAA tournaments and finished 18-13 overall. All 7 seniors had the option of returning for the 2021-2022 season. Roovers, Potter, Ford and Trice are pursuing professional options. Anderson, Valparaiso, opted to transfer, as did Walt McGrory. South Dakota guard Brad Davison is the lone senior coming back. We desire a relationship with you where you know who we are, that you care for us, that you value us more than just on the basketball court, Davison said during the meeting. We want that and feel like we've lacked that in certain areas. McIntosh was asked why someone would choose to record the meeting and share the comments publicly. I don't want to speculate, he said. But it is hard for me to imagine how someone who cares about our program could record and share an edited version of that recording publicly.